Hey everybody, Tessa Q here, talking about sober dating, sober relationships. And the topic this week seems to be we're fighting. I think we're going to break up. I think we're going to get divorced. And, this is a time for a lot of compassion, a lot of self-care, top-line behaviors, self-love, and a lot of forgiveness. First of all, forgiving myself. And then working on forgiving my partner. A lot of compassion. I mean, we're talking boatloads of compassion. Because often what I've seen in the fighting, there's a couple things going on where we're trying to communicate with each other. We're trying to set boundaries. We're trying to blend two extremely different cultures and backgrounds into living under one roof. And we're trying to work out some fears around abandonment, rejection. And so there's a couple things that I've been talking about this week that I wanted to put into a video and share. We went to a church. This was years ago, back when Lady Gaga had that song about Poker Face. And this was a very modern church, very strange to me because there's grow up in the very staid and plaid Episcopalian church. And where there should have been an altar, there was a whiteboard. And the pastor drew a triangle on the whiteboard, and he put the husband and the wife, or he said, the husband, the wife, didn't matter. But at the top of the triangle was God. And he said, as long as both individuals, when they're separated on the either side of the triangle and they're fighting and whatever's going on, the conflict is going on in the relationship, as long as each individual is working towards God, then ultimately they're working towards each other. And this is something that, I've prayed and meditated on over the years and over the course of our relationship to remind myself of that. And I've talked a lot about it with my significant other. The other thing I want to say is, in the heat of that argument, and these can come up like out of nowhere. You're having a great day, you're having a great weekend, you're talking about something totally innocuous. And one of you inadvertently, unintentionally drops a brick on the other one, or someone gets triggered, right? It's really important for me always to remember she will get over it. She will get over it. She has her own higher power. And sometimes in some of these situations, the best thing to do is to do nothing. We may have to take a breather from each other, maybe go to opposite ends of the house. Maybe I've got some weeds to go pull outside. She will get over it. Sometimes waiting for that is terrifying, and I'll do a lot of outreach. I'll do a lot of phone calls. I'll pick up a lot of garbage. Let me see if I can hold this. Garbage every day. Thank you all for creating garbage for my 6-step assignment that's going on 26 years. Right? She will get over it. She has her own higher power. It's okay and it's safe. And the last thing I just want to say, and this is not a pitch for this 12-step fellowship in any way, but if you're really curious about conflict, Al-Anon has some incredible resources for conflict. I don't have to agree. But I have to find a way to navigate these conversations without pulling out my weapons, right? My passive aggression, my arrogance, my condescension, bringing up the past, hitting below the belt, like looking for ways, I know this person, I know what hurts them, I know what hurt in previous. And we did this a lot for a long time. We brought up all that stuff, right? Whenever a spark or a little firework would go off, we would both haul out all of that stuff, right? And lambaste each other and just draw down on each other. We don't do that anymore, right? We take a break, walk away, give each other some space, trust in higher power that one or the two of us are going to get over it and we'll come back together. And the most recent one experience we had like this. So anyway, let me finish up with the Al-Anon tools. They actually have like a little 3x5 flip chart thing. It's amazing. Conflict is healthy and natural. The difference is, in my family of origin, I got 0 tools for learning how to deal with conflict. So as I started to read those tools and understand them and talk about them with my sponsor, the next time something came up, and something did come up maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, and I stepped on it big time. I hurt my wife's feelings, didn't mean to. She needed about 12 hours of just her time, and I gave her that time, and it was really uncomfortable for me because it was a weekend and I just wanted to spend time with her. But the next day around noon, she texted me something really funny, and I called her and we laughed. So 12 hours later, we were laughing like it never happened, right? I didn't do it on purpose, right? I didn't do it intentionally. But having some of those tools at my disposal really, really helped me through that process. Sober dating, sober relationships, successful, loving, sober marriages. If I can do it, you can do it.